Luck, what's going on, buddy? Gonna go back and check my deer cam. Got some more salt to put out for the deer. Bow season comes in this weekend in Ohio. AW Scratcher, what's going on, buddy? How's it going, Jeff? It's not raining out here. It's cloudy, but it's not raining today. AW, I got some monsters back here behind my house. I got some pictures I can send you. To you, Jeff. And I got some dandy bucks back here. Slicer G, what's going on, brother? Just going back to my deer blind to check my camera. Yeah, so do I. My freezer's empty. I didn't get a deer last year or the year before, so I'm kind of down and out. I got to refill the freezer. Yes, Slicer, I do. I make my own jerky. Tree down. It's a nice bean field to catch deer out in every once in a while. We saw some fawns earlier in the summer. Hey, Tommy Tremonte, what's going on, buddy? How you doing today? Good to hear, Tommy. I'm just going back to my deer blind to check my camera. Season starts here this Saturday. I don't get to hunt Saturday morning. My son's got a cross-country meet, but hopefully Saturday evening I can get out for my first time this year. Rob, what's going on, buddy? The Sergeant of Arms has shown up. Secret Scratcher, what's going on, buddy? Deer season starts Saturday, so I got to come back and check my camera one last time and put some more salt out for my babies. As I suspected, all the salt's gone once again. There's the old blind. It's still standing from the last windstorm. Still standing. All my salt is gone. Right here in this big old crater, so where I had the salt, the deer just come in and tear it up. There's my deer camera. I got to do some work on the camera. The camera is not giving the correct times, so I got to tinker around with that a few minutes. That's funny. I don't know how I'd manage to lose everything. I brought a pocket knife to open up the salt with, but I didn't bring a pocket knife with me. I left it on the counter at the house. I'm not too swift, so we gotta old school open up this bag of salt, tear it, bite it, chew it. Back's still sore, so picking up a 50-pound bag of salt's not fun, but I get by for my deer. Deer salt's replenished. Let's see if I can't get this camera to work. Whatever you guys do, don't get old. Mosquitoes are out. This might be a quicker visit than I thought if the mosquitoes start attacking. new camera, Not familiar with it. That's all right. We'll figure it out. We will figure this out. All right, guys. Somebody tell me what time it is. What time is it? Hi, Miss Scratch Queen. How are you? MN Treasure Hunter. Somebody give me a time for Ohio time. Anybody? 3:35 AW. Thank you very much. 3:35. Oh, 3:35. Action. Ooh, back in action. All right. Time set on the camera now. Some more salt for my baby. Camera's ready. Time M30. I really can't go have any other trees around here suitable to tie that camera to, so that's what I do right there. Go look in the blind here, see what kind of mischief any animals might have gotten into. Still standing. Chair's still in there. Everything's looking good. Those deer don't stand a chance come Saturday evening. All right. I'll go home and check these pictures out. Hopefully I got some more pictures of Gigantosaurus Rex on here. Back, I had to set that camera back up. Yeah, it's actually nice out here. It's not hot. Got a drizzly day. I mean, if season was in, I'd be hunting right now, but I still got 3 more days to wait. Hi, Herb W. How are you? Mrs. Scratch Queen, how's you doing? How's the rowing going? Roll with a lot of butter. I like a lot of butter on my rows too. Oh, got hitchhikers on my shirt already. Got some hitchhikers. I'm so excited. I'm like a kid before the day of Christmas. Deer season opens up. I get all excited. I haven't seen any dinosaurs yet, but you never know when a velociraptor might jump out of the woods and try to eat me. Sorry, yeah, man, I'm in a Yamaha Rhino. I got rid of my Honda four-wheeler to get the Rhino. And that's only because my son was a toddler and he was always wanting to ride on my lap on the four-wheeler, and I couldn't hang on to him and steer a four-wheeler, so I got a side-by-side, and that's where he can sit, and I buckled him in. But now he's older, 13 now, and he don't give a crap about deer hunting like his dad. I don't rather than to plow the snow in my driveway. Otherwise, I'd go back to my four-wheeler. It's a lot easier to get in and out of the back of my truck. I have to trailer this thing if I go anywhere with it. Yeah, I don't have anything good to say about a Polaris. My buddy had one and he had nothing but trouble with it. But seriously, thing, go buy a four-wheeler and then just put a plow on my 3/4 ton pickup truck to do my driveway. I mean, this thing's nice and all for putting around, but for all I need a four-wheeler for, I'd rather just have my four-wheeler back. Yeah, this will be one of my many adventures live on YouTube. Because I plan on, when I go bow hunting, I'm going to take the camera back, go live from the blind. Won't be a lot of talking going on, but you guys will see what I'm seeing. Who knows, you guys might even get to see a deer. But for me, seeing a deer from my deer blind, it's kind of like trying to find a winning lottery ticket. They're few and far between. Old Big Rob said I was going to do my Elmer Fudd. Be very, very quiet. I'm looking for big buck deers. Hey, 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 there's the Georgia Gambler After Dark. Gambler Nation, how's it going, my buddy? Hey, Recycle Dude, what's going on? I don't need to whisper right now, Gambler. Deer season don't start till Saturday. But when it does, then I'll be a whispering. Boy, oh boy, Secret Scratcher, if a deer attacks me on this four-wheeler, I give up deer hunting, because that'll be one bad mambo jumbo deer. Oh, don't you worry, Tommy. I won't shoot the reindeer. Reindeers are totally protected back at Surf's Deer Blind. Alligator's not allowed to come back deer hunting. Alligator might get dirty. He's got to keep his nice shiny white coat. Away from home. Hello. No mail. It's a good thing I know the owner here, driving through his yard like that. Woohoo! As Forrest Gump would say, there's my boat. It's nice being lazy and putting a garage door opener on your four-wheeler. It used to be in my small car, but when I got rid of my car, I just decided to put it on the four-wheeler, make life easier. And here we are. I'm going to keep this live stream going because I'm going to go right in and put this chip in the computer and show you guys what I discovered on the cam. We'll view it all together live. See what kind of mischief we got going on back there. Oh, looks like my tire's going a little bit flat. Gonna have to pump it up. Not too bad, but still need some air. A lot of dee da da. Ta da da. Ooh, it got dark. It's dark in them there hills. All right. Put my manual up there, so I'll use that. Up the stairs. All right. There's the cat sleeping. I know you guys don't care. Surf, get on with it. I got you. I got you. All right, here we go. Oop, come on, turn on. There we go. All right. Get the old tripod set up here. Give me a sec. Give me a second. All right. Put the cam chip in. See what we can come up with. Hopefully something nice for you guys to see. All right. Okay. Get things rolling here. Well, we definitely got some pictures to look at here. Quite a few. But the times are not going to be right on these. All right, so there's Surf carrying his bag of salt today. Wait a minute, that was the last time I was there. Let's see. Yeah, that was back in September 11. The date's right, but the time's going to be wrong because it was not daylight at 11:47 p.m. So that's why I went back today and tried to get the clock changed. There I go in my four-wheeler. Looks like a raccoon ear, possibly. Raccoons. There's a deer right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Just a doe. Groundhog. Raccoons. Big fat groundhog. Raccoons, groundhog. Somebody on a four-wheeler that's not my four-wheeler, but like I said, that's my neighbor's property, so who knows how many people drive back there. But they don't mess with my stuff, so that's good. Here's a deer coming in on the 18th. There's two of them. One right there. She's a big doe. A lot of hamburger on that. And there's one right there. Should be seeing some bucks here, hopefully. If not, I can pull up pictures from earlier in the summer and show you real quick. That's a buck. That's a little spike. You can barely see his horn, but he's got a little spike on his head. There, you can see it better right there. There are some little antlers right there. There's a different buck, some little antlers. Bunny rabbit. A little spike again. Here we go. Still not what I'm after. I've seen bigger back there, but coming in. $2. 2 small bucks. Right there. So that's it. That chip's empty. So let me go back to my folder. Hit some different pictures here. I'm just going to delete all these because there's nothing on here that I wanted to see. But earlier in the summer, I did capture these. See if I can't pull a couple up for you. Yeah, here's a picture of one. This guy's back there. Same tree, same camera. He was back there August 14th. Another side picture of him. Thanks, Miss Scratch Queen. I would love to see him in my deer blind. Love, love, love to get him. And right here's another picture of a different one. It's a different buck. Yeah, Jeff, that thing is nice. I would love, love, love to get a hold of this guy. Different view of him. And we got one here. Here's another nice one. I just hope these guys hang around and come visit me. Oh, here's a good one. Look at that. I mean, you just don't get much better than that right there. That is just a beautiful, beautiful buck. Really, really even, both sides. And let's see what else we got. I really need to sort through these pictures. There's like 900 on here. I just haven't taken the time to do it yet. Here's a good one of some does. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities back there to fill a tag and get some meat in the freezer. I won't hesitate to shoot one of these deer first chance I get to put some meat in the freezer, but in Ohio, we can get 3 deer in Ashland County where I'm at, so I can hold off after I shoot a doe and wait for some antlers up until gun season. After gun season, it's just a big mess back there. The owner, they're big gun hunters, and that's all they do is gun hunt. So they actually go through there and drive that woods out every single day, and the deer just go all helter-skelter. After gun season, you have 2 weeks. The deer are just starting to get calmed down. Then they have a weekend, second gun season, and they run that woods out both Saturday and Sunday, so they get all scatterbrained again. Then you go about 3 weeks. That's probably 3 weeks, and then muzzleloader season comes in, and they run that woods out for 4 days straight. So pretty much when gun season gets here, that woods gets crazy. Well, MN, I got to have the deer cooperate and get in my bow range in order to me to fill my freezer. I mean, I had the opportunities last year, but nothing big. Even the does that will come into my range, they were too small. I didn't want to shoot them. But this year, my neighbor, he kept asking me last year why I was taking so long, what I was waiting for. He told me to shoot those deer back there. So I said, okay, I will shoot the deer. I don't care how small it is. The smaller they are, the easier they are to drag out, right? Less work. Oh. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. Come back out to my comfy porch. Chill out for a little bit with you guys before I go pick my son up at cross country. Oh, okay. Oh, nice to be on vacation and kick your feet up a little bit. So how y'all doing? NC Gambler, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, AW, the does and smaller deer are better eating. There's my twin Big Rob, the Sergeant of Arms. Keeps all the riff-raff out of Surf's live streams. Georgia Night Rider, what's going on, buddy? I'll give you a wrench. Did you see that? Now I got 2 Sergeant at Arms. I really want to be back there Saturday morning, but Mrs. Surf's in California, so I have to get my son out to the high school first thing in the morning for cross country. Hey, Tommy. Tommy, look out. Surf's going to start growing his winter beard. I'll be catching up to you here real soon. But they'll be calling me Santa Claus by December. I'll get all my rose stuck in my beard with my butter, Miss MSQ. Scratchers by the Yule log. I don't know. I think it might be cool. I might save a ticket and take the ticket out and scratch in the deer blind. But it'll have to be one of those silent narrations. Like Lucido scratched a ticket today and he didn't talk or anything. That'll be me in the blind. I'll be scratching but not talking. Of course, that might be involve too much movement. Because knowing my luck, that's when the big buck would walk by and I have a coin in one hand and a card in the other and my bow leaning up against the wall in my blind and I wouldn't have a chance. That might not be such a good idea. Unless I do it as soon as I get in there. I don't know. We'll see. Sandwich sounds pretty good right about now. I'm going to whip up some scrambled eggs and sausage gravy. No biscuits, no. I don't have the time or the energy to make my buttermilk biscuits. But I'll have some eggs and sausage gravy and toast and shredded hash browns for supper. Yeah, actually, Ohio has a deer lottery too. There's a lot of public land in Ashland County alone that they have a lottery draw. You can put your name in to get the rights to hunt that property on a certain day. Summer sausage and a brick of cheese. That sounds pretty good. Trail bologna's better though. Summer sausage is kind of greasy. I like trail bologna better. I'm just scrolling up, seeing some of your guys' text. If Herb's still in here, Herb, I know exactly where Strasburg's at. It's exactly 1 hour away from here on 250. Mrs. Scratch Queen, thanks for stopping in. Sorry I had to drop out of your group, but no overtime means no overtime money for the books. I want to join back in, but got to do what we got to do. I got to save my money to buy my tickets for scratching throughout the week. I'll keep in touch. I'll watch your updates and try to watch some of your streams. And if I see you're live, I'll try to jump in and make you laugh. Get my rose and butter ready. Mrs. Scratch Queen, do you live on a ranch in Texas that has big buck deers roaming all over it that you'd like for me to come down and shoot for you? Yeah, I don't have fun shooting cows, chickens, and roosters. Cows way too much. I hurt my back. Chicken and roosters, I just go to KFC for those. Well, Mrs. Scratch Queen, when you hit that claimer and you get your millions, I want you to buy one of those big Texas ranches and then invite me down so I can come shoot your big buck deers for you. All right. A promise is a promise. I mean, I would do it first, but I think the chances are going to be you're going to hit the claimer before I do. But I'll come down and visit and help you out. Do you think your hubby would let you buy a deer-infested ranch, MSQ? Does he like to hunt? AW, thanks for stopping in, Jeff. One last thing, AW, before you leave. Go Browns. Go Brownies. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Oof, oof. That's for all my Ohio Browns fans. Thank you very much. Does he like to fish, MSQ? Is he a fisherman? See you, Jeff. All right, well, MSQ, on that deer-infested ranch that you're going to buy, make sure there's a big old lake on there, too. And then the hubby can fish, and then I can take him hunting, and I'll show him the ropes. And then that way, when we get a big old deer, we can bring it in and hang it in your kitchen, and you can gut it out and cut it up and put it in the freezer for us. You'd do that, wouldn't you? Skin it, gut it, quarter it up, grind it, all there on your kitchen table. Yeah, I know, that's a wonderful idea. Mrs. Surf wasn't very happy the first time I carried a deer through her kitchen down into our basement when we lived in town. I had to skin it outside, but then I threw it up over my shoulder and carried it right through our kitchen down into the basement, and she wasn't digging on that too well. Oh, you'll make a deer processing room just for cleaning the deer? But the kitchen's already got a sink in it, and it's got a table. What more do you need? Believe me, blood washes up eventually. It's not so much the blood, it's all the hair, the deer hair. It just clings to everything. Georgia Night Rider, if I'm a jackpot winner, I still will not drop my deer off to anybody to clean it. I'll do it myself. Because when I clean my own deer, I know what's going in it. You take it to a local butcher, it does 30 a day. They don't care what they throw in there. They throw in yucky meat, scrap meat, dirty meat. They just don't care. They just want to get it done because it's just a job for them. But I really like to eat venison. It's one of my favorites. So when I clean my own, I process my own, I know what's going in it. And if I hit a claimer, I don't have to be to work the next day, so I can take my time. And if I'm up all night cleaning a deer, then I just sleep in the next day. But I prefer to do my own because I like to eat them. Bye, Mrs. Scratch Queen. Love you, girl. Hit that claimer. I got my fingers crossed. Night Rider, what are we putting in the coolers? Yeah, well, I used to take my deer and had it processed at butchers, and it just always come back tasting funny or not what you think. Crappie fish only. I like crappie, but I'd rather eat bluegill. If you're going to eat panfish, I would rather eat bluegill than crappie. And it's not a flavor issue, but crappie, my opinion, tend to be a little bit softer meat than bluegill. So it's just a texture thing. But I'd never turn away a plate of fresh crappie fried up if somebody give it to me. But I would much rather eat bluegill. And largemouth bass are good too if you get the 12 inches and under. I'd eat a 12-inch bass any day of the week. But we fish up on Lake Erie, so that's a perch and walleye. So we get perch and walleye to eat too. It all depends, man, on what your flavor is. Sophia Gonzalez, how are you, darling? Thanks for stopping in. Crappie and bluegill, panfish, are what I was raised on. But as we got older and introduced to Lake Erie, we started eating walleye and perch. And I tell you, I just love fresh fish. I mean, I just love it. I could eat it once a week if I had it. So Georgia has a 10-inch limit on crappie and a 15-inch limit on bass. Well, that would be for public lakes, I'm sure. But if you have somebody that's got a private pond and it's full of small bass, I like it when they say take the little bass out of there to let the other ones get bigger. Because them small bass are delicious. Especially if you ice fish. Well, you don't ice fish in Georgia because you don't have any ice. But up here, when we get ice, when we're lucky enough to have an ice season, nothing better than fish coming right out of the ice that night for supper. Yeah, and man, some fish, when you fillet them, if you take the skin side off of the meat, there is some dark meat along where the spine's at. If you cut all that dark meat out of the fillet and you have nothing left but a piece of white fillet, you're getting rid of that fishy taste where people say they don't like to eat wild fish because it tastes fishy. It's that dark meat. It's that rank, stinky, mushy, gray, dark meat. If you fry that up with your fish, you're going to taint your meat. But if you can peel that out, then you're going to have a nice tasting fillet. I've never ate a northern pike, but I did hear that they are delicious. Yeah, Night Rider. I was told on the walleye out of Lake Erie, especially, every walleye has really dark meat along where the spine would be at. So on the skin side. So you just kind of cut at the tail, pull them apart, and then you can peel that dark meat out. And if you have nothing but white meat left, that's some of your best eating. But to try to do that on bluegill and crappie, you're wasting your time. Because there's not enough of it on there to taint the flavor of it anyway. There's the scratching wizard. How you doing, bud? Yeah, man, you don't really want belly meat on your fillets anyway. because it's thicker up by the shoulders and behind the gill. And I mean, you know, you're talking about really, really thin meat down by the belly. So we usually just trim all that away when we take the ribs out. But most definitely, if you prepare your fish right, it's going to taste a lot better for you. And it doesn't matter if you like to grill it or fry it. I mean, I love to put a piece of aluminum foil on the grill and baste it with melted butter and garlic salt. Squeeze a little bit of lemon juice on it. That's some delicious tasting fish right there, too. Oh, it's delicious that way. And it doesn't take anything to cook them, because once the meat is white and it starts to flake, I mean, you know it's done. And you can do the same thing in the oven without the grill. You just want to roll it up. Roll the aluminum foil up. That way it retains some of the moisture as you're baking it. But it doesn't take long at all. But I'll never toss out a plate of fried fish. I mean, I love it. I just go to Walmart and get whatever fish fry that they have it sticks out, jumps out to me. Shake it up, drop it in the deep fryer. Stuff is awesome. Love, love, love fresh fish. Wizard, I've done the Ritz crackers for breading before. It's okay, but I always have fish fry on hand in the house. I mean, I'll walk through the store and grab a bag or two, and come home and see I still have 3 bags in the cupboard. So now I have 5. You know, I always keep sure that I have my fish fry ready. Mayo with a splash of white wine around it. No. Now, MN, I have done a beer batter before. Just a plain Jane McCormick's, comes in a blue box out at Walmart. The name brand's McCormick's beer batter. Then I have to go through a drive-through and just buy one beer, because I don't drink beer, so I don't keep it on hand at the house. So I'll buy a beer for $1 and come home and make some beer batter with it, and it's actually pretty good too. Night Rider, that'd be cool if you get into a mess of crappies and you can go live and prop your phone up in a phone holder. That would be sweet. Oh, I got some pictures of a couple of nice crappies I caught through the ice. I'll have to get them pulled up and show you guys sometime. 2 of the biggest crappies I ever caught in my life, ice fishing. Caught them on 2-pound test line, a real small ice jig, out of a private pond, but still, they were nice. And I don't even remember what they measured, but you can just tell looking at the pictures, it was a couple of dandies. Maybe on one of my videos this week, I'll try to get a snapshot of them and attach it to video. That way you guys can see the crappies that I caught. This was probably 6, 7, 8 years now ago, probably. I can't remember. But everybody, thank you for stopping by my live stream, going back and chatting with me on my staycation vacation. I have to get ready to go pick up my son at the cross country. Just like chilling out with the guys, talking about fishing, talking about hunting, talking about lottery tickets. Big Rob, thank you for being my sergeant at arms once again. Scratching Wizard, Tommy, Georgia, Night Rider. Everybody have a great day. MN Treasure Hunter. We'll have to swap more fish recipes in the future. Thanks a lot for everybody, and surf will be going live probably Saturday night if I can make it to the blind. I might just turn on the camera for a little bit. Y'all have a great evening, guys. We will talk to you later. Oh, Herb, I am in Ashland County. Strasburg is exactly 1 hour from Ashland on 250. I've been through Strasburg many a time to get on 77 to go south. So everybody have a great night. Herb, talk to you later. Peace out, guys.